What's going on, guys? Welcome to the Outcrowd podcast, episode 184. Three. Everyone always told us our opinions didn't matter, and as it turns out, they were right. What's going on? I'm Zach.
Jared.
Quack.
What the fuck are we doing here?
I don't know. It's been so fucking long.
I don't even remember how this goes.
And we're back.
Okay.
That's how it goes.
I feel like you rushed that a little bit.
You want to take it?
And we're back.
We'll leave it up to Zach to
Figure out
which one.
What I'm going to do is do it on neither of them.
Oh, I see. Now you're going to do it now.
Yeah,
And we're back.
yeah, long break. Colton's not here just because he wouldn't wake up.
Yeah, it's not because he's busy.
Or he doesn't have COVID, or...
He's just a genuine piece of shit. Sorry.
He could not be here because of things like that.
No, I don't think so.
You're right. That was crazy.
He's pretty emotionally unavailable. So you can't really say things that hurt his feelings.
True. I like that about him.
He just hit you with some new word that the fucking twink kids are saying these days.
I miss that motherfucker.
You know, like, remember when lit was a thing, or, you know, fire, or what the fuck ever?
You said fire yesterday.
He would hit you with something like that. Yeah, but I'm a boomer. That's what we do.
You were just late to all the trends.
We beat the horse to death. By the time we've beat that to death, the twinks have moved on. They're like 4 or 5, 6, like...
Say less.
Like, variations down the road.
She. That's the new one right now.
What?
Oh my god. Do I have to explain this to you?
She?
I don't want to. Do you know?
The big one was sus.
Yeah, sus.
That's old now, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's old.
Now
What's
it's like whenever you do something cool, everybody just goes, she.
Oh, sheesh.
She. Or is it sheesh? Mm-hmm. See, I don't even know. Sheesh. My kids do it all the fucking time.
Sheesh. It's so dumb.
It's so stupid.
I saw one guy leaving it was a Vine or something from a long time ago, but he was leaving a stadium, and he was recording himself, and like the caption said, "Watch me fuck up this," like, or watch me. I can't remember what it said, but it was basically just make everything really loud. And he did it once, and then all the people behind him started doing it up the stairway. So the whole stadium was just just going off. It's really annoying.
It's super annoying.
What a wonderful time to be alive.
Yeah. Whenever we sit down for family dinner, I'll let them get a little bit out before I gotta shut that shit down. Like, guys, please stop it. I'm bussin'.
Before the
That's
water,
the new one.
Before the waterboarding begins.
Yeah, I'll fuck them up.
Or the late term abortions.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'll get the hanger.
You're gonna have hanger scars the rest of your life. What did you say that next one was?
Bussin'. Like when something was really good, it's bussin'.
Oh.
So like every night at dinner, that's what I hear. Mom, this is bussin'.
Use it in a Mason sentence.
This is bussin'. It doesn't make any fucking sense.
And he's talking about the chicken nuggets.
It's so stupid, man. Last night it was the lasagna. It was bussin'.
I believe it.
It's so dumb.
Oh, I'm so sad.
So stupid.
I'm so sad I don't live there anymore. Oh, that shit was so fun. The things that he would say.
Yeah, he's fucking wild, man. He's been stuck in the house for 3 weeks. He was stuck in while we had COVID, and then the CDC called and said he had a 10-day isolation after our isolation ended because he could still be carrying it.
Yeah, that's what happened with one of the guys from my old work. His someone he lived with got it, and so he quarantined away from him, and then he had to quarantine another 10 days after. So he missed like a whole month of work.
Yeah.
He's fucking furious.
Mason is going crazy. So Saturday we have like a Mason day to like make it all up to him. Like we're gonna go out to water parks and the dollar store, and I'll let you know. So we're gonna try to like do whatever he wants to do. But I feel so bad. That kid has been locked in that house for a month.
Did he ever get sick?
No.
Really?
We made like our upstairs living room like Mason's room. iPads, blankets, snacks, muffins.
Muffins.
We went through a lot of muffins, boys. I was just like, we're not worrying about health. Let's just fucking live through this, all right?
Let's just survive.
Survive this, and we'll eat broccoli later. So we were just like... But once our isolation ended, he could obviously... And we were careful. Like, whenever we made food, we had to put a mask on. Whenever we gave him a bath, we had to like put a mask on and wipe everything down, and we were really careful. But he didn't get anything.
We're good for him.
Surely he got exposed, 100%. There's no fucking way he didn't. But
yeah, for those of you listening and or watching, Zach and I endured.
Holy shit, man!
I was good. Nothing happened.
I was sucking your neck the night before. I don't know how you didn't get it.
Not just my neck, my friend.
I went south. I go south for the winter.
I got asked that question a lot. What about Jared?
Yeah.
I was like, we were not around Jared.
No, we were
just us.
Yeah. And that was the thing. What I called, the CDC called me, and they're like, okay, this is the part that takes a long time. I'm really sorry, but can you tell us everybody you've been in contact with? And I was like, 3 people. My wife, my best friend, and my kids. That's it. And it was only one of my kids. So she's like, really? I'm like, I wanted to say like, yeah, I'm a loner. I'm an introvert. I don't go out much.
Did you say I should bring up that I shared a vape with my best friend?
Well,
I knew I wasn't feeling well, but we still shared vapes.
It was a long drive, all right? All the way to Vernal.
Yeah. Come on.
Yeah.
He'd have got it anyways.
I'm just glad you guys are happy.
He'd have got it anyways. We were stuck in that truck for a total of like 7 hours.
Yeah.
It was not a fun experience.
I literally almost died.
You almost just gave up.
Yeah. On top of literally almost dying. I was in the hospital for 5 fucking days, hooked up to machines. Like pumping me full of these new COVID drugs, and I'm like, twice I was convinced I was gonna die.
Nurse comes over, you're like, hey, will you unplug that from the wall?
Just unplug me.
I'm done.
She's like, sir, that's the oxygen machine.
I'm done. You're like, yeah, turn that off.
Yeah. First time was I was 2 days after my positive. I had a fever of 104.9 or something like that, and I'm downstairs isolated, laying in Miley's bed, freezing to death, but my joints were on fire. It was really weird, like where everything bends, your knees, your elbows, your neck, and I'm like, I just like kind of peeked my hand out and like put my code in on my phone, and I tried to call Kirsty like 17 fucking times. She didn't answer, and I'm like, this is it.
Today's the day.
I was this close to calling 911. I was really like, I have 2 choices here. Do I pay the $500 for the ambulance, or do I crawl upstairs, wake her up, and have her take me to the hospital?
That's quite a few stairs to get up. That's 3 different series of stairs.
I literally crawled. I didn't like, I crawled up the fucking stairs with a fever of 105, basically. And finally, or I didn't even wake her up. I took Tylenol and I went back downstairs. I got in the shower, which is what I imagine torture is like. Taking a shower when you have that high of a fever. It was like cold and hot, and I'm like, I don't want to get out. And then I finally woke her up, and then I went to the hospital, and yeah, it was bad.
Well, we're glad you made it.
I'm not. I think
it was the day after that is when you first FaceTimed me, wasn't it?
I think so, yeah.
Did you tell him Kathy was your respiratory therapist?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Small world.
She's like, I recognize your name. I'm like, oh, really? This was like after I was getting home from the hospital. I had to get on oxygen for like a week at home. And yeah, I'm like, oh, really? Where from? And she's like, do you go by Big Zack? I'm like, I used to. I'm like, yeah. Oh, Kathy. Oh, small world.
You're like, oxygen, please. Thanks.
Yes, please get it to my house immediately. The tank they gave me is running out. I need it now.
As you're starting to panic.
Yeah, I was telling Jared that I felt bad every time I talked to you because you would call and you would have like another thing that almost killed you, and I'd be like, I don't feel good at all.
You're like, I shit my pants today.
But I'm just hanging out. Like,
I shit my pants today 5 times.
Yeah.
I mean, it was not it was one of the worst. It was the most sick I've probably ever been. But
sure, and I'm so not taking anything away from what you and Kirsty went through. Like, it sucks. Like, Kirsty was she recovered the fastest. Like, she was real shitty for like 6-7 days, and then she started to get better progressively until she was just fine. But she had to go to the urgent care once because she was so nauseous she like couldn't stop throwing up, so they gave her like a shot in her butt.
That's terrible. That's just terrible.
That's just terrible.
Terrible.
Mine was like false hope every time.
Right?
I had the flu. Like, the first couple days I didn't feel well. I was able to like mess around with my projects, and then it hit me, and I had the flu really bad through most of the week.
Like flu symptoms, throwing up, fever.
Like fever, not super high fever, like 100. So I mean, nothing crazy. And then flu symptoms, bad body aches, really sore throat. And then it started to go away, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna be done, in 7 days of having this sickness. And then it was like one day where I was like, I think I'm good. And then the next day it was like, boom, punching my sinuses.
Get the fuck back down.
Yeah, it was like, I was telling Jared, it was like, if I laid on the couch like this, all of the mucus was going down my throat. And then if I laid on the side, like on my bed, it was all just coming out of my nose. And I couldn't pop my ears for like 7 days.
Yeah.
Did you at least look at any good porn on Pornhub while you were out?
No.
Yeah, I don't know.
Through the flu or through the sinus infection.
Yeah, I don't know about you, man, but that was the last thing on my mind.
My head hurt.
Huh.
I went through like 2 boxes of Mucinex.
Yeah.
And then the sinus infection starts to go away. And then it's like, oh, you're going to eat a Twinkie? You're going to shit 5 times.
Where are the goddamn Twinkies?
Dude, I would drink water and have to go to the bathroom. Like, I lost 20 pounds. There was 2 4-day stretches when I had 0 calories. 0.
I mean, I don't really have anything to offer this story other than, like, I was good to go. I was rocking and rolling, dude.
I hate you.
I was fine.
Wouldn't it be nice?
I mean, I did my part to reach out and check on you guys.
Yeah, you did.
Well, Mama Monty called me. Basically talking shit on him.
Yeah, what the fuck? What the fuck?
Did she really? Yeah.
I remember she's like I'm gonna call Zach and see how he's doing. And I'm like, yeah, you should. He'd probably like that. He's doing pretty bad. Call him. And they just talk shit on me for an hour.
She was like, I can't believe him. What a horrible friend to get you sick. I was like, I know.
Shouts out. Shouts out to Mama Mom.
I mean, I didn't give it to you at a barbecue. I gave it to you from work. So
why are you pointing at me?
You told us to go to Vernal.
Yeah, but I didn't know you were going to wake up sick and say, yeah, this is COVID, but I'm good.
Well, I didn't know it was COVID.
Hey, let me wet lip that fucking vape of yours real quick.
Yeah, could you imagine? We wake up the morning we went to Vernal, and I call Jared and say, I don't feel well, man. I got a scratchy throat. I can't go. That would have been a bad conversation.
I wouldn't have been surprised the way that week had gone.
Really?
Yeah. That shit's over though, dog.
Yeah, that's another big fucking thing. We all lost our jobs.
Yeah, we did. Is this the part where we blame it on Biden, or?
I know you're going to anyways, so sure.
Fucking Biden, dude.
Go ahead. Fucking Biden. Oh my god.
Fuck.
I don't know, man. I feel a little relieved. That was a high stress job at times.
Yeah.
It sucks.
A lot of jobs can be, though.
Yeah. And it doesn't mean I didn't love the job or want it. I'd have stayed. But, now that we're done, a little bit of relief. Like, when you get off work, you're off work. When you're, no more out of towns, stuff like that. It's just a little.
Someone says, hey, we got something that just happened at work. Can you make it? You can say, no.
No. I'm not scheduled.
Nope.
Sorry.
But I'll tell you what I can do for you. I'll show up tomorrow for my scheduled shift.
Amen.
See you there? Okay, bye.
See you there. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a fun few weeks.
Yeah. One sec, I gotta take this.
Oh my god, this fucking guy.
Hello? Okay.
Just take a break for Zach whenever he wants it, I guess.
Yeah, I'm waiting on some stuff.
He's fucking this cat. We're just holding the tail.
I like that one.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Do you have like a story or anything? Have you done anything with your time off to like prep for the first pod back? Not a thing? Cool.
I mean, I
Have
played
you?
it.
No, I didn't.
No.
We didn't even know when this was going to happen.
Yeah,
right?
this is kind of spur of the moment.
I played a new video game, but without Colton here, that seems like a redundant thing to talk about.
I mean, if you want to...
You could tell us, I guess.
On it for
It was just the newest Resident Evil.
I've been seeing people play
It
it.
was super good.
Yeah?
I highly recommend.
Isn't it like more horror?
It's more like 4.
Yeah.
They really went like so. It's not so much horror. It's Resident Evil, but it's really similar to 4, which is my favorite.
But I mean, there's a clear difference between certain games are way more gun
like this one compared to 6,
Right.
which is 6 was just a shoot 'em up.
shooter. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean it's more horror and it's first person. So but it was very similar to 4, so it was really good.
Yeah, but that's the lady with the claws that cut your hands off, right? Yeah.
The one that's everyone is simping over.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Pause. What the fuck is simping?
There's like her porn is out. People really
If
think
you're
she's hot.
if you're a simp, it means like you are someone who would do anything for the chick. Like you basically are like super attracted and would do anything. Like you would pay for her OnlyFans. You would, you're a simp for her. You're a simp.
Okay.
It's just like a term.
Which is short for...
Simple?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right. Well, go ahead.
Now that we've taught you this, can we move on?
I did just say, okay, go ahead.
Yeah, but you said it before.
Literally right before you just
You
asked
said
the
it
question.
before I could say that shitty thing, and I was upset.
Do you feel better?
Not really. It wasn't even that good.
No, it was okay.
I've done better.
I was... Over the course of our friendship, I've learned to know that when your mouth opens, something shitty is coming my way. So I was prepared.
I'm glad you said that. That's maybe one of the nicest things you've ever said to me. Thanks, buddy.
I love you very much.
Yeah, so it's just Resident Evil 4, but like a new good one.
I literally thought like what I was the TikToks or whatever I was watching was like footage of 4. I didn't even know it was a new game until very recently.
Yeah, her name is like Lady Dimitrescu.
Yeah.
She's got 3 daughters, which, in my opinion, the one of the daughters is way hotter than her.
Put them both in a room, man. I've seen that video.
There's tons of mods about this too.
Is there really?
There's a mod that puts her in like lingerie. There's a mod that has the daughters wearing a bra or just boobs out, or you can have a mod where you have a fly swatter.
I've seen that
and
one.
People have been taken to the game where she's chasing you, like, because it's like the situation where you're trying to solve puzzles and get out of the castle, and she's just in the building. So like you'll run into her and she'll chase you. So they run around circles and then they try and get behind her and then they fly swat her ass and then run away. People have gotten pretty in depth with these fucking mobs.
Jesus Christ.
So, yeah,
That's cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny.
I saw this picture on Facebook that said, just got my vaccine shot, wish me luck, and it was a picture of the front desk at the Umbrella Corporation.
Yeah.
I was like, nice.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I wish I was creative like that.
Oh, fuck.
Wow.
You forgot to do that?
Yeah.
We started at like 11:10.
I can get it.
I know you can.
That's a big fuck up.
It's been like 3 weeks.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
It's been a long time. It's been like 4. It's been like a month since we recorded.
Yeah.
Because then we recorded, it came out that Monday, literally, that we got sick.
All right, yeah.
And then that was like 3-4 weeks ago.
Did you see in Discord someone was like, make sure you guys stay away from Boomer because he's too old and frail to.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Do you know how many times my nurse or a nurse, I think 3 separate nurses told me, you know, if you were 40, 50 years older, you'd be dead. And I was like, thanks.
Very useful information.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, that's kind of the general end of the road
Yeah.
for a lot of people. So,
Yeah. And then I kept hearing how healthy I was too, which was also frustrating.
but why am I dying?
Yeah, I'm like, I'm literally fucking dying. I'm hooked up to a machine that gives me oxygen. And you shoot me full of steroids. What do you mean?
Next nurse that walks in, you're like, don't even fucking say it.
Don't say it. Don't say it. Just give me my grapes and fuck off. Dude, I ate a lot of grapes when that was like the only thing I could keep down when I could eat was red grapes.
I ate a lot of Twinkies.
Two very different.
Yeah.
Two very different experiences here.
I would take my vitamin D, my vitamin C, my zinc, Tylenol, and grapes. That was what I ate.
I think I was on Tylenol, ibuprofen,
And ibuprofen.
Mucinex, and then I'm not sure what the other ones were.
I guess Mucinex too. Yeah.
Did you have to use the potty tray, or were you able to actually get to the restroom?
I could get up and walk, but they had to extend my I had to shower with my oxygen on. I had to get up and go to the bathroom. They encouraged me to like walk around my room, which fuck.
I'd be the kind of person who was like, "Yo, where the fuck is my bedpan?
Nurse.
Put a catheter up your
This is
fucking...
full." Sloshing around.
They gave me one, but I never used it. Yeah.
Oh, you should have.
Yeah, and they would always come in and be like, do you need help showering? Do you need help going to the bathroom? And I'm like, abso-fucking-lutely not. Nope. Thank you. I'm good.
You gotta drop at least one deuce in a bedpan and let someone come and clean you up.
No.
Just to say you did it, check that box. You know what
I mean, if I'm lucky enough to live long enough, I will.
Okay.
Somebody will.
Sure. But I mean, you can check that box pretty early in life.
Yeah. Well, okay, so I go to the hospital, and so the first time I went to the hospital for my fever, they took care of me. I was home in like 4 hours.
Oh yeah, you can keep talking.
Okay, and then
Really, you didn't fuck anything up? We're good? Okay.
like they got my fever down. I was fine. I went home. The next day, I went to sleep, and then the next day after that, I woke up with a headache. Like anytime I would move my head, like I felt like my brain was smashing into the inside of my skull, and I would like see bright lights. So I'm like, this really sucks. I'm scared. I'm gonna go to the hospital again. They're gonna give me something. I'll be home in a few hours. I get there, my oxygen level was at 82, or 84, something like that, which you're supposed to be high 90s. And they're like, oh my God. They're like, they like rushed out a wheelchair. It got me on oxygen. And I'm like, oh my God, I don't think I'm going to go home. And they're like, they got me into a room, chest x-rays, all this shit. And they're like, yeah, we're going to have to admit you. And I was like,
Nurse pops her head in. She's like, you got insurance, right?
yeah, they're like, you're going to need it.
Okay.
Well, they had all my information from my previous hospital visit. So they open the door. This is the crazy shit. They open the door and they're like getting something in like a drawer or something. And I hear nurses out there say, yeah, can you move room 8 to emergency code room red 1 or some shit like that. They're like, oh, is she COVID? And they're like, yes. They're like, yeah, we're gonna have to like put her in a coma and intubate her. And I'm like, I'm here for the same fucking thing. I'm really scared. I'm like, I'm gonna fucking die here. I'm gonna be dead. It was just I'm like, shut my fucking door. I don't want to hear that.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear that.
It was
I gotta take this one real quick.
God damn it!
Just a sec. Finish it up.
Finish it.
He closes the door.
We're done.
Bitch.
I watched a lot of Letterkenny. I'm on like season 7, 6. Well, I'm pretty close to being done. I just watched the one with the red and yellow card. They started their TV show.
Yeah.
What's it?
Crack an egg.
Crack an egg. Crack an egg.
Try and crack an egg. Bet you can't. So.
That's so good. I was pissing my pants when the preacher was giving them T-shirts with their phrases on it, but they were wrong.
They were all wrong.
They were wrong, like a pitter patter. Let's start work or something like that. Yeah, that show is so fucking good, man.
It's so good.
It's one of the best of its kind.
I know. I fucking finished it and then rewatched some of it, and then I went to get on Hulu the other day because X-Files is on there.
Ooh, nice.
So I started watching X-Files, but I haven't updated my card, so that's why the other day when you tried to get on HBO and it wouldn't work because I got a new card, my other one expired, and I hadn't updated it.
I canceled fucking everything. I have Netflix. That's it.
I almost unfriended you over that.
Unfriended you? Mm-hmm. Me? Are you using something of mine?
Him.
No, it was mine.
HBO.
Yeah.
It only took me like 2 minutes to fix.
Right.
Well, there's still the Disney Plus thing you guys could use.
I'm on it. Did you notice I changed my person?
Yeah, I don't remember what the name was, but
it's fucking what's the chick with the really long hair from
Disney?
Rapunzel?
Yeah, Rapunzel. It's Rapunzel from the Tangled movie.
Yeah.
And my name is Fierce.
Jesus.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, who the fuck is that? When I moved on to what I was doing, I was like, all right.
My last one is Ahsoka as Bae, and it was a picture of Ahsoka.
I was like, I got a squatter on my fucking Disney Plus account. I wonder who that is. Oh, well.
Let's see, what was I going to say? Oh, I was going to say it was kind of fun that eventually Zach, I, and Kirsty I made a group chat and named it. So we had a little sick group.
What was it called? Like Sick Incorporated or something?
Like a
or
Sick Squad.
Sick Squad, yeah.
And then I made the picture of Biohazard.
Yeah.
Yeah. We could do check-ins every couple of days to see how everybody was doing.
Yeah. God, that sucked.
Had our own little group chat going.
Like, kill me now.
Yeah.
A lot of those memes.
It was interesting couple of weeks.
Do we want to jump over to Mortal Kombat?
I mean, one of us still hasn't seen it.
I don't care. Go ahead.
No, we'll wait.
Okay.
I mean, we can get it out on the air that you really didn't like it, apparently.
It was a shit movie.
A lot of people didn't.
I mean...
Like, when is someone ever going to give this its proper due?
Not today.
I don't think it's possible. I don't think it's possible for a single video game to get a movie adaptation that is good.
I really like the World of Warcraft movie.
Yeah, but we're part of a small group that liked it.
It made a boatload of money overseas.
Well, yeah.
It didn't do very well here.
Yeah.
Which I don't know why. It was fine. That's not the story that I would have told if I was going into the world.
My turn, bitches.
Oh my fucking God.
What the fuck is happening here? I mean, it's not like we ever had a structure.
Anything we did is certainly out the window.
Yeah, it was by the seat of our pants, but now he's out there, door open, blabbing to whoever.
Fucking hell, man.
Is it his dealer? Who's he talking to?
I quit. I don't want to do this anymore.
I'm done.
I'm done.
Turn that off. Turn that fucking thing off.
The day we have structure is the day I truly quit. I'm
Yeah.
not interested in that.
Structure's bullshit.
I don't want it. Get it out of here. And for the 5 people still listening, thanks. What's up? Finger guns.
Pew pew.
Yeah.
We're gonna be alright.
I know you will, man.
Gonna be alright.
I know you will. I wish you wouldn't, but I know you will.
Hey, worst case, I start selling ass on the corner, you know?
I'll buy.
Okay.
I'll work with you.
I got good prices.
Better be 5 finger free for me. I'm not gonna pay for what I already get. Just saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's that? We're all sharing.
There was someone at the door delivering something.
Gay. Okay. And now Jared's texting. The fuck is happening, man? What the fuck is going on?
So yeah, there's not
Are
going
we
to be
here or are we not?
I don't think there's ever going to be a really good movie adaptation of a video game.
That's a tough one to do. The Assassin's Creed one flopped. Resident Evil flopped.
The only ones that were okay were Tomb Raider with Angelina Jolie.
Yeah.
The first one.
Amen.
Well, I mean, the Resident Evil ones, they were good until they started, just like with Fast and Furious, how it just got like super fucking out of control.
Morphed into something else.
But even the first one doesn't hold to lore
Of what? Which one?
of Resident Evil.
Oh, Resident Evil. I have no idea.
There's no Alice, and there's no Alice with superpowers, and there's no... They changed everything. So, I mean, technically, if you look at it, it wasn't good either. Like, they didn't hold true to any of the game.
Okay. Yeah.
And then they got fucking horrible.
Reviews?
They were just bad.
Oh, they were just horrible. Yeah.
You know, I watched... Do you guys remember that movie Midsommar?
Yeah.
The trailers, and like when it was coming out, it was fucking hyped up. Like it was supposed to be like such a good movie, so good. I remember people were like raving about it. I watched it. It was the worst 2 hours of my life.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
I enjoyed it, but I'm not going to sit here and say it was a good movie.
It was so stupid.
Yeah.
The second it started, and they went to like the beginning. I think the beginning was good until they were in Sweden. And when they first went to the community, I knew exactly what was going to happen. So, like, when things happened, it wasn't a surprise, and there was nothing creeped me out or scared me.
Midsommar.
Yeah.
It was very boring.
Oh, I did see the trailer for this.
It was very, like, hyped up.
Like culty. Me and Kirsty almost watched this one night, but we accidentally watched something, or we changed it.
We accidentally
Not
watched
accidentally.
something else.
Not accidentally. We just like changed our minds.
Oops, clicked the wrong one. Well, we're here.
Yeah, I finally watched it, and it's stupid. It's so boring.
It is boring, but I kind of dug it.
Yeah.
I think the beginning was super good. At least, like, the first 15 minutes.
But I kind of dig culty movies like that are like in Sweden. I kind of dig culty stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't a bad movie. I just feel like from the second they showed up, I knew how it was going to end.
You did say it was really bad.
Story-wise, it's really bad.
Okay.
It's pretty, like, it's interesting. They're in a cult kind of thing, but, like, I kept waiting for something to, like...
But doesn't like
nothing happens.
Doesn't like gravity work different, or the day cycles work different in that one? Is that what I'm thinking of?
They're in the middle of... It's Midsommar, so, like, the middle of summer. And because of that, supposedly in that area of Sweden, the sun only sets for, like, 2 hours.
Uh-huh. Yeah, because I remember in the trailer they walk up and it's like 6 p.m. and the sun's like right there.
I mean, there was a couple of things that made me laugh. Eyebrows, when they take the mushrooms.
Oh, I love when people take mushrooms in movies.
And he's like, what time is it? The guy's like, 7 p.m. And he's like, what? That doesn't make any sense. Why is the sun up? And he's like panicking over this. And he's like, everybody, we need to lay down. Everybody lay down. And he lays down. He looks around and no one else laid down. He's like, I need you to lay down right now. There was a couple of things, but overall, nothing happens.
Yeah.
Nothing
I would
great.
say it's worth a watch.
Okay.
But we are very far apart on Mortal Kombat. So.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I think
and
Mortal Kombat,
we're far apart on Midsummer.
Mortal Kombat was pretty, and I think some of the fights were pretty dope. That's all you can ask for a Mortal Kombat movie.
Like, A Fight was dope. Out of the, 5 they had.
That's it?
Movie's fucking weak.
Oh, no.
Dude.
The first fight, the very first one in the movie is fucking dope.
I did not know you were this passionate about Mortal Kombat. I had no idea.
I'm not passionate about it. I mean, Mortal Kombat's been...
You are spewing passion right now.
Almost, it's been a part of my life for a long time.
Sure, you're really old.
I'm familiar with it. I know it. But...
I get it, man. I will never get another World of Warcraft movie.
There was definitely injustice.
These people are still trying for Mortal Kombat. I will never get another World of Warcraft movie.
Yeah, World of Warcraft is too complicated.
If I won, the only way that I get another World of Warcraft movie is if I win $100 billion tomorrow and I fund it, and we start at the fucking Lich King. All right, that's it. That's the only way. It's
so complicated, though.
You could start. There is a ton of lore, but you could start with vanilla World of Warcraft.
That's
you
what
could
they
just
did.
start with that. No, they didn't.
They started with Warcraft.
With Warcraft.
So the next one would be World of Warcraft.
Not even close. Not
No, but
even close.
That's what I'm saying is they did Warcraft.
Yes,
So
they
your
did.
next one would move in, but they called this World of Warcraft. It was a good movie.
I think you're right. They called it Warcraft. They didn't call it World of Warcraft. So
I don't know. I'd have to
to be
look at
fair, they didn't actually say this is a World of Warcraft movie. It's a Warcraft movie, which they did start at the beginning at that technically, unless you want to get into the old gods. And now that I've alienated everybody that would ever possibly listen to the podcast, we can move on.
Okay.
Other than that, I didn't watch anything really new.
Dude,
I tried
couldn't
not to watch. Yeah, like I would fall asleep. I was taking like 4-hour naps.
My eyes couldn't focus, and like I didn't want the noise. Like I didn't fucking do it. When I say I didn't do anything, I literally did nothing.
No.
I laid down.
Not figuratively.
No,
Literally.
I literally did nothing.
It was like you couldn't even game.
No.
I think I played like a total of like 2 hours of gameplay while I was in flu and sinus infection stage.
Yeah.
Then when it was poop my pants stage, I was able to play games, and that's when I played Resident Evil. I beat it in 2 days.
Fuck.
I don't know if I've talked about it or brought it up, a TV show, Servant. M. Night Shyamalan's TV show.
Oh.
I don't remember where I watched it at, but
It could either be good or really bad.
it's good.
It's good?
Yeah.
What is it? Scary? Suspense?
It's very creepy.
Oh.
Very cringy. Nothing's gory, nothing's gross. It's an M. Night Shyamalan
What's it called?
Yeah, but when you
Servant?
say that,
Servant.
you can't just say that because he's had really good stuff and then terrible things.
Well,
What's it on?
I
Apple TV?
I just said that I wasn't sure where I watched it. but
Apple TV.
I'll say it again. I'm not sure where I watched it.
I mean,
Netflix? Where'd you watch it?
I don't remember.
he came out with a bang, and then like
it was Apple Plus.
Apple TV, yeah.
his last like 5 movies were completely terrible.
What I'm saying is it's got some creep to it.
It's worth a watch.
Yeah, I would say. There's only 2 seasons.
I thought you weren't watching movies or TV shows.
Well, I come across this and
You still haven't watched Letterkenny,
it's
even
fucking
though
wild.
He would fucking love Letterkenny.
I know
He would
we
fucking
all
love
recommended it, and you haven't watched any of it.
I haven't yet, but
Don't watch it in front of the kids, but fucking watch it.
yeah, we're on the amazing adventures of Gumball still. So
My son has reverted back to Paw Patrol.
has he?
Yeah. And I love Paw Patrol. I love it so much more than those fucking YouTubers he watches.
I'll give it to these kiddos. They like to watch shows like Chicago Fire and Chicago 911, I think.
I think there's a show just called 911, isn't there?
They're both, one's a firefighter show and one's a police officer show, both in Chicago.
There's Chicago 911, there's Chicago Fire, and then there's Chicago MD or hospital or something.
So, I mean, their range is kind of broad. So they'll watch these Chicago Fire shows. And before you know it, they're watching, like, some little girl play Minecraft on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we are. And then Unsolved Mysteries will come on, and I'm like,
I can't handle that shit.
I like the old one.
I don't like to watch unsolved mysteries because there's no
unsolved?
fucking... they just leave you on a cliffhanger, and it's like, cool, I wish this was solved now.
well, that's why the show's out there, to put the word out there of the particular
I like that shit to be solved.
mystery.
Tell me how it ends, bitch.
Yeah.
Sympathize with that.
Oh, and then there's a Little Miss likes to watch this Miranda Sings chick on YouTube.
I feel like I've heard of that.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's broad.
That is broad.
Very broad as to what's on the TV at our house.
Oh, he's back on Bendy, too.
Bendy?
Bendy. He's back on Bendy.
Nice.
Wearing his costume. He has his axe. His Bendy axe. If you don't know what Bendy and the Ink Machine is, check it out. It's fucking hilarious. It's like a kid's horror game. You've seen it.
Yep.
Yeah, you lived with me long enough to get indoctrinated.
But check out Servant. Give it a try.
I just wrote it down. I will.
Did you have anything fun happen to you in the last 3 weeks?
Fuck a guy.
No, I didn't fuck any guys lately.
No strange interactions at gas stations?
No, it's been pretty dry.
Us too.
I mean, I didn't almost die, so there's that. That's pretty cool. That is
That
That
cool.
was a highlight.
Yeah, most of my interaction over the last couple of weeks was through a phone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I can't wait to get my $10,000 medical bill. Really excited about that.
If old Bernie could have just pulled it off. man.
I fucking voted for him.
If he could have just pulled it off. But here we are.
Yeah, here we are. Financial ruin.
Nothing else? Anything else happen with anybody else? Did
No.
you say you had a story?
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Yeah.
To be fair. I sure wish Jared knew what that meant.
So this comes from Livid. At Livid shouts out.
What's up?
He sent me a story that says it's from the Daily Mail, whatever that is. Says, never mind the Lannisters. Here's Arya Stark. It says Arya Starkers. I don't know why it says Starkers, but Game of Thrones star Maisie Williams goes braless beneath a see-through plastic coat as she films a Sex Pistols drama.
Let me see.
It's not jerk-worthy.
I just, yeah.
Yeah.
I just wanted to see.
So anyway, you might
Send it to me. Send it to me.
Yeah, you might get to see her tatas in a. Do you know who the Sex Pistols are?
Yes.
Okay. You could see her tatas in that.
Um,
Remember the first time you saw them? What was your first thing you
you
did
didn't know. She's never been topless before.
in Game of Thrones?
So you didn't see it. You saw a little bit of side.
What
boob,
was the
I think.
first
She
thing
has
you
sex, yeah.
did? Googled Maisie
How old
Williams'
she
name.
was? The Google trend was hilarious when that came out. Like,
It went
how
up
old
like
is Maisie?
100 billion percent.
Fucking up.
Wasn't she? She was like 19 or 20, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was in her 20s,
Yeah.
I think.
So she's gonna be in a Sex Pistols drama.
That's cool.
Yeah. Do
You ever?
you want to see? Do you need your bifocals to see that?
Have you ever seen a show go from the biggest show in the world to almost non-existent so fucking fast as Game of Thrones? People are still watching and talking about and dissecting Harry Potter that came out like 30 fucking years ago, and no one talks about Game of Thrones anymore. It just went away
I feel
because
like
of
that's
how
subjective.
because of how the last season went.
But you communicate with like 4 people.
I'm also on the internet. I'm part.
iFunny doesn't count.
I feel like that's
I don't even use
it's
iPhone.
subjective. I get a ton of Game of Thrones stuff recommended on my YouTube.
By the
it's
way,
just like-
I think Facebook just bought iFunny.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
think
saw
read
something like
about
that. So it'll probably come to an end.
Yeah.
I mean, I watched the
They'll
whole
monetize
thing.
it.
Mm-hmm.
I watched the whole thing over recently.
Monetize it.
Yeah.
But I did see there's like some footage of that Targaryen show
Oh, really?
kind of getting leaked around.
Well, they were trying to film.
Like-
One of those got greenlit.
Well, yeah, and
The Targaryen
it showed a
one.
little bit of footage. It listed actors and actresses' names, and
There's a big one in it that we really like. An actor.
Yeah, when this story first came out, I remember we read
I
it.
don't remember who that was though.
It was a long time ago.
Yeah. The hype's gone for me for not just Game of Thrones. I mean, just like The Witcher 2. I mean, all the things that just got pushed back years. because I mean I'm just like not excited for anything anymore. Like Quiet Place 2.
Oh, dude, I saw a trailer for that. It's coming.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
They're putting trailers out again. All right, that's good. Because I want to see it, but it's just like, you know, that excitement is gone. Like The Witcher and
that's what happens with video games.
Yeah,
because video games will push and push and push, and then you look at the release date and it's 2 years away.
It's like 2026,
and then it gets delayed. Yeah,
2026.
It's going to take a while to get everything. But if everything starts coming out, think of the summer or the winter we could have.
True. It'll be good.
If we're able to like get into places and they're releasing all these movies.
We'll have like 4 weekends with 4 banger movies. Matrix.
John Wick.
Quiet Place.
Come on now.
Yeah.
You know, the one thing that I'm over is the superhero things. 'Cause
Amen.
Netflix just released their own. I don't even know what it's called, but it's a series. It's a superhero series. I was like, you guys are way late to this trend.
I have very little interest in any superhero stuff at all.
That shit's over, man.
Yeah, I'm not excited about it.
Endgame happened.
That was the peak
it.
for me. After
Yeah.
that, I'm not that interested.
Marvel just released a trailer, like a teaser trailer for all of their upcoming movies. And one of them, the only one that I'm interested in is Eternals, because it has
With
big name actors. It has
The
like
Rock?
Angelina Jolie. No,
Which one was he?
he's in a DC movie.
Oh, okay.
This one's
That's
the
gonna flop.
Eternals. It's got like really big name actors, and the Eternals are like a huge comic book thing. And it looks like it could be good, but everything else was like, you know, another Spider-Man, another this, and it's like those guys are done. Like they helped Endgame. I don't fucking want it. I don't care.
Yeah, I'm done.
I don't care.
I don't
anymore.
think it's for us, to be honest.
No.
I think it's for the younger generation.
I did start watching Handmaid's Tale again.
Is it good?
It's a wild show, man.
My mom like ranted and raved about it, like telling me to watch it.
Yeah, you should check it out.
Yeah.
And then look at Kirsty and say, soon you'll know your place.
Know your place, bitch.
Hippity hoppity.
Hippity hoppity. Women are property.
Oh, man.
Not funny.
So terrible.
Not funny.
Don't tell her you said that.
Nope. Oh, she knows. And she does not take me seriously.
No. I believe that.
I do
100%.
my best to put her in her fucking place. It doesn't work.
We all know who runs that house.
Fuck yeah.
It is not you.
It's clearly Mason.
No. Although I am fucking judge, jury, and executioner whenever anything has to happen. You want me to get dad? You want me to get dad? Oh, I think dad heard you say that.
That's the role.
Yeah,
She's the queen, and you are the executioner.
I am the one who knocks to those kids.
I am. Oh, what a nod. What a nod to Breaking Bad.
Yeah. But it was like when we first got together, we kind of she very much is a control freak, very much so. She needs to know what's happening, when it's going to happen, how many times it's going to happen, and is it going to happen again. She needs to take control, and I very quickly realized I'm okay with that. Here you go. I'll be here to
provide dick, moral support, and,
sexual favors,
some labor.
Yep. Just take care of everything. It works. It's working out. It's working out.
Until it's time for disciplining.
Oh yeah, when something needs to go down, which I hate. I don't like doing that, but you got to do it.
Put a pillowcase over Mason's head and start pouring water on it.
Oh my god!
Like, you gonna listen?
Yeah.
You gonna listen?
I can't hear you. The funny thing is they're hardly scared of me. Fuck.
You don't have any control.
No, I have control.
Probably because they know as well as we do that you're basically just a teddy bear.
Fuck you, man.
They know that if they ask 30 times, can I have muffins? They're going to get them.
Yeah, I know. I've had to start I've had to start saying, this really works. I'll look at them, I'll be like, don't ask me again. It works.
Does it?
Don't ask me again. Because they know I'll fuck them up.
All right, I'll try it with my daughter.
It works.
I'll try it.
Be like, hey, don't ask me again. Or if they ask you something, can I have muffins? And I say no, then they ask again, and you just ignore them. Eventually, you have to be like, Mason, I heard you. Don't ask me again. He walks away. It works.
I don't see Jared as the Punisher either.
Not really. They've learned how to extort me.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not hard. Say something funny and you're wasted. That's it.
So far I've only had one scenario where I had to actually discipline. Anything outside of that is just trying to make sure they're decent people.
That's the goal. The number one thing that I try to do and I don't let up on is how we talk to people.
Yeah.
It's very important.
Oh yeah.
It's very important.
We are going through that right now.
Oh yeah? Yeah, it's different for, the 11-year-old than it is the 5-year-old, but it's equally as important. The 5-year-old, I never let him not say please, thank you, you're welcome. That's important. It's so easy to do those 3 things, and it makes a world of difference in how people will think of you.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, dad's really annoying.
My daughter will walk up to me and like stare at me, and I'll stare down at her like, make a move.
Fucking jump at her.
And then she'll put her hands up and like straight face look at me and say upsies. I'm like, no.
Upsies.
You're crazy. And then upsies happens.
Oh yeah. It'll happen.
She's great. Like she'll ignore you like almost all day.
Yeah.
Until it's time for bedtime.
Oh yeah.
Then she wants to be up in you cuddling and
I want a hug.
Hugs and kisses. I love you. Here, tuck me in.
Yeah, I feel like that's pretty standard behavior.
Oh yeah. So the bedtime for my 11-year-old is 9:00. Which really means 9:15 because at 9:00 it's I need a water bottle. I need to give mom hugs. I need to give you hugs. I want to give the dogs a hug. But I'm like, you don't even like the dogs. Why do you need to give them a hug? Go to fucking bed. You don't even like those dogs. Stop it.
The bedtime at our house is 9:30, which is 9:45.
Right. Yeah. It just happens.
Well, Cannon. I mean, he heads right off. It's Ansley that likes to push it.
I want a hug. I'm thirsty. I gotta go to the bathroom.
I got her good last night.
Yeah.
Oh, I got her so good. I put her in bed, tucked her in, and she's got an Echo.
Yeah.
Amazon thing. And right as I walked out of the door, I said, Alexa, volume 10, and then I shut the door. It went,
10? That's low.
No, that's as high as it goes.
Oh, it's 1 to 10.
So it went, shut the door, and she's trying to get it to come down. It's like, I'm sorry, I don't understand. And she's like screaming at it, and then she screams my name.
I'm doing that tonight.
You should.
I'm doing that tonight.
It's so much fun. Or when they're sitting there like vibing in their room and listening to music on it, just, hey, Alexa, volume 10, and walk away. And then the music starts blaring.
We can control them from our phones.
Yeah, just crank that up
Yeah.
every once in a while.
Oh, that's good. I got Miley pretty good last night, too. Kirsty did. It was like 9:30, and I'm downstairs, and like I'm on the computer. The night's coming to an end. Kirsty comes down to tell me something, and then she's like, watch this. She fucking throws open Miley's door, and she's on her phone, her brand new phone that we knew this would happen, and she shoves it under the pillow, and she's like, I was just setting an alarm, and I was like, stop it. No, you weren't. Don't do it. I was like, you're lying to me. I know you're lying to me. You know why? Because I invented that. I invented I was doing something that I'm allowed to do that takes 2 seconds, but I'm going to try to convince you I was doing it at the precise moment you kicked open my door. All right? I invented it. Stop it.
My favorite thing to do with Ansley is she likes those Doritos Salsa Verde chips.
Yeah.
The ones that come in the green bag. So we get her, this one. And she'll forget them. Everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
And she won't even open them. She'll beg for them, never opens them, forgets them everywhere. So I started taking pictures of them, sending them to her, saying, thanks for the chip, little miss. And then she'll send back the angry face.
Yeah.
And then 5 more messages. You better not.
Yeah.
You better not.
Yeah.
That's my favorite thing to do.
Yeah. It's fun.
Well, Alexa volume 10 is...
I will let you know how it goes.
Yeah.
I'm going to do that.
That shit, sometimes my Google is turned on too loud. And there was one day it wasn't connected to the Wi-Fi. Our Wi-Fi had gone down and came back and it hadn't reconnected. But I had no idea. And I must have been listening to music really loud. And I just totally forgot. And so I just came over and then I said "Hey Google," and before I could finish my sentence, "I'm sorry, I can't connect to the internet." It was like fucking screaming at me. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I'll try and reconnect. Shit is.
And the best is when she's listening to music and you say that. Because she's playing the music so goddamn loud, she can't hear you saying, "Alexa, volume 2."
Yeah.
So
That's so good.
There's this like standoff, and she just gets upset and she starts yelling at it.
That's so good.
Oh, it's my
You
favorite.
know, if my kids, if they ever found this out, it would be the end of me, because they could do. Mason could have broken the neighbor's window and set their garage on fire. And when I grounded him, if he screamed, "This house is a fucking prison," I would just melt. I would just laugh. Whatever, man. It's you got me. That's so funny. I would just fucking laugh.
Oh.
I hope they never find that out.
They'll figure it out.
Probably.
They're extortion artists, dude.
They're geniuses.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're fucking geniuses.
You have to find what every parent has one. What you can say. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You always figure that out slowly.
Yeah.
Because I remember, I don't remember what I used to do, but I used to be, if Mom was mad at me, I knew what to say to make her laugh, and then wander away and be like, "I'm out of here."
Yeah.
Yep.
Kids are dumb.
Truly.
The leaving stuff around is a real thing. That's the only reason I twist my cap on my soda.
Yeah, you've always
Because
done that.
people would come over, kids would come over, and everyone would leave sodas everywhere and then leave.
You get in
And
trouble.
it would be like cousins' kids, and then it would come down on me, like, "These are all open everywhere." I'm like, "They're not mine."
Yeah.
So now I started twisting my cap. So if someone was like, "This Coke, this Mountain Dew," there's like 5 Mountain Dews up here, I'd be like, "Do they have a twisted cap?" "No." I'd be like, "Not fucking mine."
Not
man."
mine.
Mm-hmm.
There's this guy who I started doing it. He would always dent just like that. Just like that. And I picked that up.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Fuck you, man.
Are we done here? Or?
I think so. We wrap this bitch up. We could talk about I've started PvPing in World of Warcraft again.
Let's just end it here.
Okay. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, death threats, or ransom notes, remember to send them to imwiththeoutcrowd@gmail.com. We are on Twitter @theoutcrowdpod. Find us on Instagram and check out our Discord. Send us a story or just say what's up. Just remember, our opinions don't matter, so why the fuck should yours? See ya.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Okay, bye. Okay, bye.
Oh, shh.
Fuck up. First good episode back.
I hated it.
I hate everything.